So just we're going to continue with some more kirtan, but I'd love to share a pastime. We have a pastime here of Lord Krishna where he engages with some of the ladies of Vrindavan, and it's a very beautiful pastime about how the Brahmins' wives of Vrindavan, they please Krishna. We have a short pastime here which I'd love to get through. Maybe we can also just change shift all of our direction a little bit so we're facing the altar, and that way we can focus all of our energy now on trying to connect with Krishna. I know we only have burning Thai on the altar. They're very beautiful burning Thai, by the way. Please do go up, take closer darshan of them. Extremely beautiful. Painted by one of our dear friends, Kishori. So you can take closer darshan. But we can picture either Radha Gokulananda, perhaps Radha Landanishwar, maybe Radha Shyamasundar in our hearts. And we can focus all of our energy on the deities and trying to chant with love for them. And I thought a nice way that we could focus our minds a little bit so that we can enter that space. It's always nice to do a little bit of hearing first, in my experience. So I hope to do a little service in that way and share this pastime with you. So the pastime is called The Brahmin's Wives Blessed. It's in Krishna book, and it's very, very beautiful. And it starts with one of the cowherd boys. Whilst Krishna and Balaram are roaming in the pastures of Vrindavan with the calves, one of the cowherd boys says to Krishna, he says, we're so hungry. And so from there, that's where this pastime, I'm going to read it, but that's where it's picking up from, okay? So the cowherd boy said to Krishna, well, he said to Balaram and Krishna, O Ram, O mighty armed one, O Krishna, O chastiser of the wicked, we are being harassed by hunger, and you should do something about it. And Krishna responded, my dear friends, please go to the sacrificial arena where a group of brahmanas, learned in the Vedic injunctions, are now performing the Angiras sacrifice to gain promotion to heaven. When you go there, my dear cowherd boys, simply request some food. Krishna then gave a specific instruction for the cowherd boys to follow. Very, very specific. He said, declare to them the name of my elder brother first, the Supreme Lord Balaram. And then also you can give my name and explain that you have been sent by us. Surely the pious Brahmins will satisfy our hunger. So, thus instructed by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the cowherd boys took their leave and approached the learned Brahmanas. And they said, O earthly gods, please hear us. We cowherd boys are executing the orders of Krishna, and we have been sent here by Balaram. We wish all good for you. Please acknowledge our arrival. So the cowherd boys made an error here in their request. They were specifically told by Krishna that you should say Balaram first and then give my name. But out of their love for Krishna, it wasn't that they purposefully ignored him, but Krishna is always on their minds, and therefore they said, we've been sent by Krishna. Oh, and Balaram sent us too. So like that, the cowherd boys accidentally mistook Krishna's instructions. Then they continued. The cowherd boys said, Lord Ram and Lord Achyuta are tending their cows not far from here. They're hungry, and they want you to give them some of the food. Therefore, O Brahmins, O best of the knowers of religion, if you have faith, please give some food to them. The Brahmanas heard this supplication from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, yet they refused to pay heed. Indeed, they were full of petty desires and entangled in elaborate rituals. Though presuming themselves advanced in Vedic learning, they were actually inexperienced fools. Despite their so-called learning and piety, due to their perverted intelligence, they saw Lord Krishna as an ordinary human. They failed to recognize that he is the supreme absolute truth, the directly manifest personality of Godhead. Thus, they did not show him proper respect. When the Brahmanas failed to reply with even a simple yes or no, feeling so hurt and disappointed, the cowherd boys returned to Krishna and Balaram to report this to them. Upon hearing what had happened, Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Lord of the universe, simply laughed. Then he again addressed the cowherd boys, and he gave them new instructions. He said, "My dear friends, go instead to the wives of the Brahmanas. Tell them that I have come here along with Lord Sankarshan. They will certainly give you all the food you want, for they are most affectionate toward me. Do not, however, tell them that I am hungry, for this will break their hearts." So, with their new instructions, the boys eagerly departed and approached the wives of the Brahmanas. As they approached the house where the Brahmins' wives were staying, the boys saw those chaste ladies sitting nicely decorated with fine ornaments. Bowing down to the Brahmin ladies, the boys addressed them in all humility. "Our respects to you, O wives of the learned Brahmanas. Kindly hear our words. We have been sent here by Lord Krishna, who is passing by not far from here. He's come a long way whilst tending the cows, along with his brother Lord Balaram and his friends. And now he's hungry, so some food should be given for him and his companions." Again, the cowherd boys failed to follow simple instructions. Hearing this, however, the Brahmanas' wives became extremely eager to see Krishna and to serve him. They immediately gathered in large vessels the 4 kinds of foodstuffs, full of fine tastes and aromas. They then went forth to meet their beloved, just as a river flows toward the sea. As they approached the river Yamuna, they caught sight of their Lord, strolling in the company of his friends and his brother Balaram, within a beautiful grove decorated with buds of Ashoka trees. Approaching their Lord, in whom their minds were always absorbed, they felt great happiness. Lord Krishna, who could know the minds of all beings, understood that those ladies had abandoned all of their worldly duties, disobeying their husbands, simply to see him. Thus, he addressed them as follows, with a smile upon his face. Krishna said, "Welcome, O most fortunate ladies. Please sit down and make yourselves